Welcome, Gemini, to your Astro Dice reading for December. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. We have the new moon. I did not do a reading for that. Sometimes it comes in, so if it does, I'll bring that out. But otherwise, I did make a short for it, so if you're interested in watching that, you can go to my channel, go to shorts, and watch what's going on there. It's, a couple, not a couple of minutes. It's probably about 20, 30 seconds long, right? Might be a minute. I don't know. I don't remember. But it gives kind of the overall understanding of what it's bringing in. So you got the sixth house coming in strong. I see the sixth house going straight to your hobbies with Libra energy coming in with some, what's that? That's Mercury. It almost look like Taurus or Venus there for a second, but it's not. It's Mercury. Okay, guys. So let's see. You've got your own energy coming in during this Mercury retrograde. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel with your own energy. Going straight into Libra energy. A lot of air this month in your sixth house for this reading. I mean, if you're doing real astrology, it's not going to be that way. Okay, it's just for the reading. I just want to make that known. If you go and watch astrology, it's not going to say exactly what Spirit is saying. Okay, this is why it's tarot astrology. This energy is diplomatic, gracious, and it seeks harmony and balance in relationships. Okay. Going straight into the sixth house. Spirit wants to talk about the sixth house. The work, health, and duty of your life. But we are definitely talking about that sixth house. We're talking about that work, health, the area of your life, what's going on within this situation. Okay, so this could be you at the gym. This is your hobbies. This is when you're at work. This could be the second job, whatever, right? Whatever your duties are. Okay. Let's see. Mercury's on a roll in certain houses. This is feeling like you're feeling a little down right now when it comes to the sixth house, feeling a little but cloudy and a little bit of a setback and some delays going on. Okay. So use your discernment, you know where it is. If I can't get to the gym, I'm feeling not happy, right? My garden is not growing. It got cold and it's not doing good, right? I'm not happy. Okay. But overall, it says you still have the Ace of Cups. Okay. I mean, your heart is open. You're still feeling very good about some situations. You're still allowing your intuition and your creativity and your love to stand out when it comes to, you're balancing yourself out very well. I mean, this is Libra. I'm balanced. I'm balanced. My heart is still open, but I feel really down. But I'm really trying to balance, the feeling down from keeping my heart open and keeping myself at peace right now. So kind of what it's telling me is, it's not over. I do feel like there's new opportunities for this situation. I don't feel like this is something that's going to, you know, that's going to die away. I don't feel like this is going to kill me. I don't feel like, see what I'm saying? But it's a downer. You know what it is? Like a Debbie Downer, guys. It's like, it's that painstaking air. Okay. When it comes to that. So your communication and the way that you're communicating though is, you could be talking to a Leo, you could be talking to a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, definitely could be talking to a fire sign for sure. For a lot of you, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo about this situation, and it's just a lot of negative talk. But it's kind of like then I put the phone down, I stop texting or however it is, and I kind of go on my merry way. And it's like, ugh, but I can still feel like I am intuitive enough, loving enough, compassionate enough to finish off the day. But it's like when I do talk about this situation, though, it really makes me upset because I'm not clear and I'm not sure. about how I'm going to get through this. So it does feel like the communication is you're communicating with someone and it's very upsetting. The situation's very upsetting in the sixth house, but you're kind of telling them, we'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm not feeling good though. And your friend could be like, or whoever be like, but how do you feel overall? Well, overall, I feel really good. I do. I feel really good. I mean, I got a lot of love to share. I do have a lot of peace. I do have a lot going on. This area is just a real struggle and it's really upsetting and I can't get clear about what to do. And I'm just hoping and praying that this new creative idea or this new creative thing will come in, right? This new opportunity will come through. So, okay. That makes sense. We feel like that a lot. It's like the whole world didn't die. This is really pissing me off. Really upsetting me. It could be a person. It could be a Taurus who's really upsetting you. Or you could be talking to a Taurus. It's something that has to do with money. Yeah, disaster. Yeah, it could definitely feel like a disaster, but you're keeping yourself, but you feel like they played you or something's going on where it's causing it's to your expense. So whatever it is, it could be very expensive that happened. It could be toward your expense when it comes to the sixth house. Could it cost you a lot of money out of your pocket for this disaster to happen? Could it cost you a lot of work hours, a lot of, time, effort, and then you didn't get paid? Or you made it pay for something and they decided that they were going to shut it down and you feel like you're not getting what you want out of the situation. It's going to be different for everybody, but it does feel like it was at your expense and they just don't seem to care about it. It's very frustrating. So the mid-month, you do have the recovery from this loss. You do have the recovery from this loss coming in, which is going to make you feel very happy. Here comes that crazy mystery, magical, miracle month of Sagittarius season. This is going to come in right after Mercury retrograde, the 15th to the 16th. All of a sudden, you're going to feel like your dreams are coming true. You've gotten past this. You're going to start feeling this positive charge just running through your body as you feel like you are recovering from this loss. Okay, of this foolish person, this thing that was unconventional, this thing that was going against the grain for you, this thing that almost made you lose your faith within the situation, because it's like 2 weeks later, right? Might even be before that, however it is. But it's like, now you're just feeling like everything's coming back around for you. It's balancing itself out. So there is definitely some improvement coming through. If you were looking for forgiveness from the situation with the Ace of Wands, here comes the forgiveness, which is going to therefore fill you with the overall happiness in this area, feeling more content. Yeah, there was a lot of whatever was afflicting you is definitely coming back around. No longer 10 of Swords anymore. Now you're going to have the desires and the attraction to want to be able to, go on within your day. Feeling like, I'm back on track of what I needed to be because of this traitor, because of this bad situation that went through, whether it was a person or it's a just this situation. But no matter what's going on, it's almost like everything's renewing itself around, whether you're being, compensated for whatever it was that you put in, your time, your energy at your expense. Um, Otherwise, if it's nothing like that, it's just now you're just going to have the overall recovery from this situation. Okay. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different, but I do like that because it's saying, hey, look, everything's going to be okay. You don't have to sit in the Ten of Swords anymore. So, wow. Everything is going to be balanced out. And if you are having a rough time with someone in the 6th house, that relationship is coming back, that forgiveness is coming through. So at the end of the month of Christmas coming through, you do have the Devil, the 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups. It's more of a this is a shadow self. More like dealing with the acceptance of what was lost, but finding the peace within the situation, but kind of reminiscing on childhood memories. I do feel like you're going to be with friends and families, and you can kind of go back through this situation. 4 of Cups to 3 of Swords to the 3 of, moving on from the situation, looking back at the past and saying, thank God that's over, moving towards what it is, feeling like you're in boss mode, feeling like you have transitioned through this situation. I lived through this, right? And now feeling like you're definitely getting the rewards that you were definitely looking for. You also have this beautiful, could be a Capricorn around you. Okay. Who is nurturing. They want to bring in, maybe more money, be very charitable through the situation. Just having a good time. I just see a really good time. I mean, that's all it is. It's like you finally get the rest and the peace that you need getting through this havoc that the universe has pretty much thrown at you, as we all do. Mercury retrograde, we're just going to say, right? And you're definitely finding the Ace of Wands, which you were looking for before. So you definitely have the new beginnings. And it's like, your tests and tribulations are over. You're finally finding the peace and answering the call. So it's almost like, wow. It's just kind of like, I just can't believe that this has happened. I can't believe that, I got this, because all of a sudden it's like, where it feels like it's going to end up, it's kind of crazy. The end of the month almost feels like it's going to go back again. With the Devil card, it's almost feeling like, oh my God, here it comes again. And I think you're going to have this uneasiness because you're going to think that this is going to rework itself again. And then all of a sudden you realize, no, wait, I do have 3 of Swords for a second, but hold on. Then all of a sudden, come like the 25th, 27th, 28th, 29th, through the rest of the month, it's all of a sudden, it's like it's totally switched because of the Death card. It totally changed. It's almost like as soon as you start reminiscing about what happened, and then all of a sudden it has the switch over, and I swear it feels like you wake up, you go to bed that night and you're like reminiscing through all the bullshit, and then all of a sudden you wake up the next day and you like quantum leaped straight into this new area, straight into this new huge beginning with the Ace of Wands. That is the craziest thing. Literally, it feels like that. Does it really work like that? Sometimes it does, though. It is crazy. Life is crazy. I can attest to that. That sometimes you go to bed and you feel like the world is ending, and then all of a sudden you get one phone call, one text, and the whole world has just changed within hours. So that is true. And that's what we call miracles. And this is where your miracle is coming up. This is your Sagittarius miracle. This is where it's coming together, and you don't have to feel like this shit is going downhill again. The 6 of Cups is also a type of karmic card in its own way. It's like making you familiar of what was happening and how you're feeling about all the things that are going on. This is the crazy. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas and an ace. So it's definitely the universe saying enough is enough. Okay, you got it. You got it. You're done. Quantum leap. And that's how you quantum leap. You might even be 6 of Cups. Could also be reminiscing through meditation, prayer, things like that as well. So is the 4 of Swords, right? And so is the, what's that, Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Reminiscing through prayer, sudden awareness. And you have the Four of Cups. It's like the Four of Cups is where you start having the over-awareness that things could be starting to change. This is where you get your uneasiness. This is where everything starts becoming uneasy, and you're starting to build up this kind of like maybe stress, anxiety. Oh my God, is it coming back around? Because here comes the devil again. Here comes this person who wants to, act up. Here comes this situation, or here comes another situation. And if it's not the same situation, you might feel like another situation is coming in. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom. And then you start feeling like you're in Five of Cups because you're like, oh my God, this is going to be another personal setback, but I'm trying to keep the peace around me. I'm trying to keep myself at bay, even though I'm starting to feel like I could be Three of Swords. I'm starting to feel kind of heartache, but I feel like the Three of Swords is not so much the heartache of like, I'm sorted like this. I feel it's anxiety. I feel like it's like your heart's pumping hard and you're just like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like you're so uneasy. It's like, is it going to do it again? Is the disorder, is the madness coming back? And then it's like, a couple of days later, right? This is a buildup. It's not all in one night. It's like, this is the buildup. Okay, then all of a sudden, it's like on the 25th, 26th, 24th, somewhere around there, you start becoming very nostalgic. You start thinking about things. Your courage starts coming up with a Three of Wands. You start looking back and you're like, I don't know, but that ship didn't come in. How come the ship didn't come in? How come the devil didn't come in? How come it didn't come in? I was waiting for it. I was anticipating it because I started getting the anxiety, so I assumed that it was happening. So, and then all of a sudden your joy and your nostalgia start peaking. Everything starts peaking up around you and you start feeling more empowered. You're like, okay, maybe I got through this. Like I said, and then it just feels like you wake up the next morning, whether it's literally the next morning or not, it doesn't matter. It's like you wake up the next morning and then everything is different. Everything's different. You're like quantum leaped. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Literally. Only to the fact that you realize that your intuition is telling you with the high priestess over here that everything is calm, everything is fine. That ship definitely is not coming in. You don't have to wait for that ship. It's not coming in. So you're going to be super empowered as all of a sudden everything is changing around. And then all of a sudden you have this nurturing feeling that's coming over you. This feeling of everything's going to be okay. Queen of Pentacles, you start nurturing yourself. Everything's calming down. Your heart's no longer thumping. Your anxiety is gone. And you realize that you have the good news and that your judgment is over. Your karma is over. You passed the karmic test and that everything is coming back around. And you could even have this beautiful, like I said, Capricorn woman or man coming in to nurture the situation. They just want to talk. They want to be fun. They want to be lighthearted. You might even be telling them this story. Who knows, right? But everything is different. And then all of a sudden you have the money tree coming in. The wealth, the understanding, and the wealth in the money tree doesn't always have to be money. Of course, this is money card, so you could be having this money coming in, which is crazy because she could be holding that money, right? It's like you're getting back to where you need to be. Enough money to be able to save, enough money to feel like you have the opportunities coming around you, right? As you're expressing yourself through your own dignity, your own like upcoming, like, because it was like, man, there was wrong decisions that could have been made, or I just felt like I was on the wrong path and I don't, and it was like this, everything you're doing was like a gamble in the end, but it was more like gambling your emotions, gambling, it just felt like every twist and turn that I was doing in this situation could have been a gamble. If I twist this way, right, as I'm talking to people and I'm doing things, I'm having these conversations and doing all these things, it's like, I don't even know how I'm going to do anything, right? That's why you had the devil, because you were like, did it work this way? Did it go that way? Wow, you guys. I mean, in serious, that's what's going on. So Spirit says, you're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. Jeez. Okay. You know where you're going and you know what you're supposed to be doing. Find ways to lighten up and not take everything so seriously towards the end, because that's how the quantum leap is going to take. But you're going to see that. You're already going to feel that. Right? So at this time, you can give your inner critic a vacation day and be kind to yourself. That's where it's all going to start turning around. That's when everything starts, everything starts coming to light. It's like all of a sudden, it's just like, it's over. It's over. It's almost as fast as it began. You must Forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. Okay. And then just follow your path. Open your heart. You got it. The last one says open your heart and not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. And that's, I mean, you're just going to see, like, you're going to feel it's a miracle. Because as soon as that devil shows up around, the 21st or so, you're going to be like, come on, don't do this shit to me again. How else could you not think that you're going to be waiting for this ship to come in? Something hit the fan and you thought it was going to go this way, and then you realized it stopped. It just stopped, and it just like midair. The ship never reached the shore, and it wasn't a good ship. It was a shitty one. The devil was the devil's the captain of the ship, right? And you're just like, whoo, whoa! I was saved. I was saved because I didn't want to do this all over again. I didn't want to go through this again. I don't want to do all of that again. Okay. Wow, beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.